Hello and welcome to the very first tutorial in level 2 in this course of SolidWorks. The level 1 was the first 145 and this is the first tutorial in level 2 and it is tutorial number 146 in the SolidWorks course. In this series we are going to talk about the sheet metal menu. SolidWorks has special menu designed for the sheet metal products. Sheet metal parts or sheet metal part designs are exactly the products which are produced by the manufacturing processes related to sheet metals. As we know, there are many products around us that are made by sheet metal manufacturing process like knives, the power supply, computer chassis, and many. For example, let's take this sheet metal part which is made in another channel. This part or this product is made by the sheet metal menu, and in industry it is also made by sheet metals. For example, let's take this base here, and as you notice it is a piece of metal which is punched to get that shape and then bended. SolidWorks in the sheet metal menu has calculated all the values depending on the metal you are using, which you are able to pick the metal, and that is really a time saving and will increase the productivity. So now let's see how to start the sheet metal menu or how to access the sheet metal commands. This is the assembly mode. Start a new part, and let's see how to access the sheet metal commands. The first method, as we said, go to insert, and then you will see a complete menu for sheet metals commands. You have base, flange, convert, and so on, which we are going to talk about in this series. The second method is which is easier, is to have the menu here on this bar. Go to this menu here and click on right mouse button and then check the sheet metal menu. Here you have your sheet metal menu, and when you press on it you see the sheet metal commands: the base, flange, convert, hem, and so on. As you notice here, many of the commands are not activated. That is because you need to have a sheet metal, a part of sheet metal, to activate the commands. So let's start making our first sheet metal, and it will be very simple. Go to base, flange. So let's create a base. Click on that and pick your plane. Let's pick the top plane and let's make a center rectangle and give it some dimension. For example, let's add 100 millimeter, 200. Press OK, and then exit that sketch. And here you have your sheet or this piece of sheet metal. Here to the left you can pick the thickness of this sheet metal, and then you have the other options which we are going to talk in details in the later tutorials. We talked about the bendings, the type of bendings. You will have many options here, and then you have the auto relief. Let's put a 1 millimeter thickness for this sheet metal, and then here you have your first sheet metal. And before finishing this tutorial, I would like to thank Satish, one of our students, for reminding me to start uploading the level 2 tutorials. So see you in the next tutorials.